was a nice view out there. It was like almost super scenic, man. What's going
Yeah,
on,
now
brother?
we're in the studio today.
All right, the signal in the studio is good.
Yeah, it's good for you guys. You guys can hear me. Everything's
All
good.
right, thumbs up if you can hear him. Okay, thumbs up. I see you got the red cup already. All
Just finished eating and let me get a little drink in me. Let's come talk. Let you
right,
guys hear.
brother.
Let you guys get
Well,
to know ZenoSalone.
that's what I'm talking about. Well, let's jump right into it then. Who is ZenoSalone?
ZenoSalone. Born in Sierra Leone, Kojimi, pick up farm. I did first, my name born. Came to America at the age of 10. Grew up in Philly, raised a little bit in California, the West Side, Bay Area, and then moved back to Philly. Been doing music for a while now. I'll say the past 2 years, start taking it very seriously, heavily, and meaning like going through all the steps, doing ASCAP, and doing all the necessary steps to be a professional. Doing the videos the right way, making sure the songs is not just anything. So that's who ZenoSalone is.
I like that summary. I like that summary. All right, so we're going to chop it up and break it down piece by piece. And I must say thank you very much for today's a special day in regards to the music, your music you chose today. What's happening today in regards to music,
So
ZenoSalone music?
today you guys gonna hear brand new tune from me. It's called "Go for the Money." Brand new track. We're gonna be launching it. Should be available soon to everybody. Right now, COVID's slowing things down, but we just said we're gonna launch it. But you guys might see it shortly, maybe tomorrow or next week. But I know it's dropping anytime now. We just wait for them to just give you the green light.
All right, but at
But
least today we're going to hear it.
we're gonna hear it. We're gonna play it. You guys gonna hear it. African Pope, what's up, brother?
All right. So let's break it down. You said in the summary you gave us a lot to chew on. All right, so we're going to take it piece by piece, then we're going to go ahead into the music, okay?
Uh,
All right. So you were born in what part of Surgeon you said you were born in again?
so mina koji mina didn't born
What's that calling me? You don't say man still the land.
me. So koji mina right not tongue. So now let's see. No. What's Wellington? Koji mina late na Wellington na later on. I didn't grow up Wellington pick up from. But koji mina na Sabu Sai Sabi Frobe.
Yeah, Sabi Fobe. Okay, so
Frobe.
that's Fobe area.
Yeah, na Frobe na they
Okay.
right now na Frobe church. Na
So
they man.
you be 10 where you left. You still remember anything? Any of your experience at Salon? You still remember anything?
Oh yeah, man. I remember paddle. I remember. Just the food, the hangouts, all the time. They're going out now.
And then
As
like
long
this weekend, when we talk this weekend, you say they be there for trick you, and there for surprise you for tell you say to go America because you not be one for come America, sir.
no, no, man. I love Salon. I love the land. I love just roaming around. I just love the
So how did they
peace.
trick you? How did they trick you to come into America? How did that happen?
Trick. I didn't even know. My mom just told me we was about to go on a trip, just go somewhere. I just thought we were just gonna go on a regular trip, hanging out. And then right when we got on the ferry, I'm like, oh, something is up. And then my mom said, yo, we're going to America. Literally, when I left Sierra Leone, I didn't leave with anything. I didn't leave my clothes. I left my clothes. I left everything. Like I just left with the clothes on my back that day, whatever I changed into, and that was it.
Wow. Okay, so then you came and you landed in Philly, right?
hmm
And then how was that transition into Philly? Was it smooth? Was it tough?
I mean, it was tough. Just like every African, you're a foreigner. You come into a new place. You don't speak the language. I mean, you speak the language, but it's not the same way how they speak the language. You got an accent. You don't pronounce certain words. You don't understand their slangs a little bit. So you become the outcast. A lot of the guys give you a little smoke, and then you gotta step up and get into fights every day. The African booty scratcher, the Jamie Foxx, the you're walking down the hallway, somebody goes.
Fufu. All right. So when did you actually when did you come into your own to kind of create your
I
own
spent.
lane, create your own circle?
It took me about, I say by the time I was about 13, 14, I started, grooming into me and Zeno and being this person who I am now. Again, like it was at the time, it wasn't a big Sierra Leone community around, or even a big African community at the time when I first came. You go to school, you one of five or one of six. When you
You really got to stand strong.
yeah,
There
you
ain't
really
too many of y'all.
no, and you gotta hang around the people who really just respect you. There's some guys that just naturally just respect you, and you just deal with them. And then little by little, everybody just realize, let me leave this guy alone. He cool.
Okay.
Boom.
So now you say you spent some time in Philly. I mean, in California. How did that come about?
So I'm like the Americans, they say they'll call me. I'm a military brat. My dad's in the Air Force, so he's a lieutenant colonel or major, one of those two. But he's high up there in the military in the Air Force. So I move around a lot. So that's
All
one
right.
of the main reasons I moved to California. When I was ready to go to college, even that was another funny story how I moved back. My whole 4 years, 5 years living in California, I thought I was going to stay there for college. So
All
I
right.
came to Philly for my aunt's wedding, hanging out. My pop decided, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stay out here in California for college. I'm not going to come back. I'm going to play basketball and just chill out. He's like, they all call me like, yeah, we're moving to Delaware.
Yo, son. What grade were you in? What grade were you in?
In Philly for the summer, and here I am getting told we're moving back. So then again,
Wow.
I had to go all over again and go literally in a month term. I signed up for college, went to school all in 1 month. So
Wow.
yeah,
I
I'm always
take it.
like
So,
that.
came back to Delaware. All right. And so when now? So now we got a little bit of a backstory, get a good idea who ZenoSalone is. So then you said now the music. Now guys to the music. When did you start? Not necessarily taking it serious, but when did music become a thing for you? When did you start saying, okay, I'm interested in this?
Since high school. I'll say when I was in California in high school, me and a couple of my friends, a couple of my American guys, were just recording music. The funny part, my guy he created a studio in his closet, and we just messing around. I always had music in my mind, and we just always messing around with it. And then my cousin back here in Philly, we always had the aspiration of doing this. And then as time grows, we just start learning. We learn the craft. We learn how to record. We learn how to make the beats. Learn how to shoot the videos, and then we just say, "Yo, let's do it."
So what's the first thing you put out, or the first product you can remember from the
But one of
studio? Whether
can't remember that. But some of the projects that I put out, I did a song called Miss Sierra Leone. Um, that
yeah, I see
started.
that.
I think that started a whole situation where people looking at me and say, "Oh, okay, we like what you're doing." Miss Sierra Leone really came about. I was watching the documentary Cry Freetown, and I was so torn apart about what was going on with seeing the kids, the women, how they was getting abused, how all the things that was going on down there at the time. And then so it just inspired me, let me write something beautiful and something just nice about the country and the people. So that's how Miss Sierra Leone came about.
And what was the response like with Miss Sarah now? What kind of
It
response you got?
was good. It was a good response. I performed it at, actually just happened to Miss Sierra, then create a Miss Sierra Leone pageant. So at least two of the pageants I was able to perform on those stages with that song, and people were always like, every time they see me, they're singing that song to me, Miss Sierra Leone, Miss Sierra Leone.
So that became your thing. That's what people knew you for a
Yeah,
minute.
it became the thing, and then but then again, that was still in rap mode for me. It was all rap, English, no Afro beats, none of that style into it.
So when did you transition your music into more Afrobeat and not 100% rap? When did your music start evolving into that?
I'll say the past 2 years. In the past 2 years. So when
So
I
that's
did
and
Bad,
that's around the time you start getting really serious about it.
so I did Bad Girl, and then when I did Bad Girl, everybody was like, "Whoa, okay." I like the transition. I like the sound. I like how it goes from you rapping, singing. Because I always did this rapping and singing, but I did it in English. I didn't do too much of it in Creole. So when I did Bad Girl, that brought that sound, and then the wave just started going. I started getting calls to do shows. I start opening up for Yemi Holiday. I open up for Ty Savage and them. I open up for
What made you decide to make that switch? What made you decide to kind of put more Afrobeat in it and kind of not do 100% hip hop?
I always knew that was coming. Believe it or not, I knew that wave was coming. If you know who Viper is.
From Sierra Leone?
Yeah,
Yeah. With that KG and all them cats.
yeah, that's how. So me and Viper was from Philly. So me, Viper, Sam the Bull, Philly always had that sound to mix the rap with our African music. So we was always dabbling with that, playing with it way before that, and I always knew this was coming, and I knew I was gonna do it. So
So
it
it's
was
only a
just
matter of time.
yeah, it was just a matter of me studying it and learning it
So
and doing it for what I
what
wanted to
made
do.
you what made you even that 2 years ago? Was there any particular reason why it made you like say, okay, I'm gonna get serious about this music? Like what happened 2 years ago that made you go all in?
I mean, people, and then me myself, I always knew this is what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be a musician, and then people just telling me, "Yo, you gotta take this seriously. You can do it. Take it seriously. Focus, grind, make the music. Do the business part of it, which is also one of the main problems that I was having was the business aspect. Is really focusing on the business aspect, which is like posting, being active online. Not just in my mind, I was just focused on I'll make the music, I got the music, people just like it. No, there's so much to it.
So break that down to us because that's a lot. I noticed too a lot of certain artists. The business aspect component is not fully. There's not a business strategy. A lot of artists. So give me more details from a business aspect. What did you have to do differently professionally when you
So
treated it
one
like a
one of the
business?
one of the things that I knew that I had to do was the sound. I knew the sound had to be professional. That was the first step. Your sound has to be professional. Once the sound is professional, now you can say, okay, where am I going to put my music? There's so much of platforms now where you can go through like TuneCore to play your music. And then on top of that, you want to get paid. You want to get royalties. So you want to be associated with ASCAP or BMI, any one of those, any one of those groups like that. And then on top of that is you got to spend money. You have to spend money. You have to spend money on videos. You have to spend money on promotion. You got to spend money on radio. You got to spend money for everything that involved with this because
So,
again,
so, so, so let me break it down. I want to break it down first. The first part with your sound. Your sound quality got to be top quality. So, what do you do differently to ensure that the quality of your sound is high? You have a high quality sound. What did you have to do differently when you became a professional than before?
one of the things is if, for instance, it just so happened I have a wonderful partner, James King James Jungle Noise Productions. He's amazing. That's one. Me and him been working together for a long time, and he just didn't just wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." He studied it. He made sure he invested in
So,
the
so,
equipment.
so were you working with him before you became real heavy into? Were you working with him?
Yeah.
So that means your sound was always good, or did he have to do something different himself?
It was always good, but I think he had to study it also. We both was learning to get better. Like we was both like, okay, let's figure it out. As we transitioned throughout the years, we got better, and people were noticing that too. We noticed it, he noticed it, so we just know like, hey, now is the time we're at
So
that
he
level.
himself has.
Yeah,
Now,
he,
does
he
he does he mix? Does he do the mastering also of your sound, or you have something else, somebody else do the mastering?
he does it all. He masters it. He mixes, masters everything, records it, shoot the videos.
All right. Okay. So now, so that's the sound. All right. And then now the other part was more like you're talking about the publishing, the ASCAP. All right. So before you became professional, you were not publishing your music. You were just releasing it.
I was just releasing it.
All
It
right.
was just on SoundCloud.
How did you decide what medium or how did you decide what platform you're going to use to publish it?
We just chose ASCAP. We all just decided, me, my partners, and my manager and everything. We just decided to go ahead and run with ASCAP because ASCAP is bigger than BMI a little bit, and then we decided to run with TuneCore. TuneCore was a lot easier, and you know, with their plan dealing with Lander. Also, Lander helps us out with some of the sounding. So you know, TuneCore will put you on Apple.
Because that's what I'm going to ask you in regards to, because you know the top three being CD Baby, TuneCore, and DistroKid.
Yeah.
Why did you choose TuneCore over CD Baby or DistroKid?
Honestly, I don't know. I think we just chose TuneCore. Their platform just seemed easier. It just looked nicer. It's more flowing. It's just flow. It looks more fluid to me. I
Okay,
think
so
that's.
all right, so that's that.
But I left it up to my boss.
So
So
that
the partner decided that one.
all right, so that's the publishing component. All right, so now promoting. You say you had to put some money behind the promotions.
Mhm.
All right, so what area in regards to like where did you find your money went the farthest when it came to promoting?
So far, what I'm seeing my money is going the farthest is through Instagram. Me just
Really?
literally clicking that promotion button on Instagram and paying myself through Instagram.
All right, all right. Now, are you doing this music thing to make money off the stream, or are you doing it to build your brand?
Both. You gotta do both. You gotta build the streams and you gotta build the brand. Because once you build the streams, then you got the brand. You can't have a stream without a brand. So you know what I'm saying. So people gotta come watch
Which
you.
which one of the two is a primary? If you were to choose one of the two, you know, depending on it for money and like you know, or actually depending for the brand, and then see how you can leverage that brand. If you could choose only one, which one of those one would you say is more important to you?
Wow,
Money
that's a tough.
upstream or developing the brand?
Developing the brand.
Why?
I think because the better the brand gets, the money would just come. I wouldn't have to go search for the money. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so how's your brand coming along?
I think
What's the status of ZenoSalone, the brand?
so far my brand is actually is getting good. I think I'm doing really well. It could be better. You know, it could always be better, but I think I'm doing very well. I'm reaching as much people as possible as I can. And now it just takes, you know, somebody like you helping me out. You know, you reached out, you know, and then the rest of the promoters
Well,
that are out there.
on that note, we're coming to the last 10 minutes, and I want to dedicate this last 10 minutes to the song you got out. All right, so tell me. I'm gonna talk less now and let you talk more. Tell me, you know, the story behind the song, the magic behind it, who worked with you on it, what you trying to do with it. So, let me know about what's coming out today.
You know, go for the money, man. Go for the money. Love this song right here, man. I think it speaks volume of who I am, and what I stand for, what I'm trying to do. And it's not just about the money, but it's also about getting it. You know what I mean? Go for the money. It's not just go for the money. Go for your dreams. Go for what you believe in. Go get it. Don't wait for anybody to help you. Don't wait for anybody to lift you up. Don't wait for anybody to tell you that you're great, that you're this. No. If you believe in it, you believe in yourself first, go get it. You know that so
All right, so can we hear some and then do some unwrapping and then we'll come back and talk about it?
yeah, I'll play the song for you guys and then we can go from there.
All
First
right, so
time
we all ears.
just go for the money right here.
Baby. ZenoSalone, go for the money on. Babe, I get independence. Fuck what's me, give you independence. I don't tell you before I get me on. I don't come for waste time, baby. I get me on. Yes, man. Nigga gets plans. ZenoSalone, I didn't want them for understand. I know what's here. I want some. I know they waste time.
Pause it 1 second. Pause it 1 second. The sound, the reception, because I want to make sure the sound, because the reception is it. That's the best reception area for you.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. Let me.
Because the reception is poor, and because of that, we can't hear the music clear. The reception. Is there any way that you can have better reception?
I'm on Wi-Fi. That's why. I'm on Wi-Fi.
All right. Well, we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
Hold on. Nice sound now.
We'll work it out.
It's good now.
All right.
Gets man, nigga gets plans. ZenoSalone, I didn't want them for understand now. I know what's here. I want some. I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. As long as God they man not for free, man. I get 99 problems there, man not to one. I know born me so school, I know you think I give a fuck about the ground? Really hits call me, I know they waste time. Go for the money every time.
We just got GMP Record made a recommendation. You got an instrumental where you can sing over the instrumental.
Yeah. You want me to perform?
All right, let's do that.
Oh man, let's go.
That's even better, man. We got a free show, man.
Bossman, where you at? Let me see. Where the beat at? All by itself, solo.
GMP Records, man. I appreciate the advice. And you guys give some feedback, all right? Thumbs up on the sound. Let me know how the sound is, everybody. And if anybody has any questions towards the last, going to the last 6 minutes, now's a good time to just throw it in there. But GMP Records, I appreciate that. That's a good tip, good advice.
Hey, ZenoSalone, no. Hey, babe, I get independence. Fuck with me, give you independence. I don't tell you before I get me on. I don't come for waste time, baby. I get me on. I get blind. Nigga gets blind. ZenoSalone, I didn't want them to understand now. I know what's here. I want some. I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. As long as God day, man, not for break, man. I get 99 problems, then man, not to one. I know one mid silver spoon, I number one. So you think I give up about a crown? So they hate by me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Then they talk me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Then they watch me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Then they hate by me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Go for the money. Me, I go for the money. Hey. Go for the money. Me, I did go for the money. Then if I talk, for the money. Hey, I did go for the money. Then if I watch for the money. Hey, I did go for the money. Hey, they don't see we not each up. They don't see me not each up now. Hey, they don't see me not each up. They don't see me not each up. Some every day, man, just a bed say. That JP nigga, we don't get time. Them baby, then they follow me like lantern. Turn on up for waiting, baby, you did with the general. I ZenoSalone, some day, na me area. I know they worry, but nobody day, na me area. Smoke jamba, fuck bumbo, get money. ZenoSalone, some day, na me area. And they hate by me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Then they talk me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Then they hate by me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. Then they watch me, I know they waste time. I go for the money every time. We they go for the money.
Yeah.
Hey, go for the money.
That second verse was fire, man. That second verse was fire, yo.
You know.
Yeah. You killed it with that second verse, man. You killed it with that second verse, man. You killed it with that
Thank
second verse. And the live performance, I'm happy, JMP. I'm happy to give that recommendation, man. The live performance just gave me a whole nother feeling, man. A whole nother energy, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, so you've already put it in. So it's gonna when is it gonna be available on the different platforms?
It's gonna be on all the platforms. I say give it about. I said by Wednesday. By Wednesday, the
All right,
latest. It should
by
be out of
Wednesday.
there.
So y'all gotta add that to your playlist, man. Everybody gotta add that to the playlist.
Yeah, make sure.
ZenoSalone, go for the money. Add that to your playlist when it come out. Search on it, all the streaming platforms. ZenoSalone, you know this interview go fast, man. So we coming on the last 2 minutes. So I'm gonna shut my mouth. Whoever you want to give shout outs to, whatever you want to do, floor is yours, brother.
You know, honestly, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to you. You know, Shirley, on to the top. You know, it's a great platform you got going on here. Thank you for all the opportunities. You know, helping me. You're helping me out. So I just want to say thank you very much. And then, you know, shout out to the label Jungle Noise. We always working. You know, King James. You know, he's always. You know, he don't give up on us, man. He's like, yo, keep going, keep going, keep going. So shout out to my
Love it.
manager, Asia Marie. She be killing it, you know, pushing me every day. If I mess up, like, no, yo, what you doing? So shout out to everybody for that, you know, and everybody out there that's been supporting me, man. Shout out to all my fans, everybody that's coming into my community of the ZenoSalone community. You know, shout out to you guys. And I got a lot more coming, and I'm not gonna disappoint. You know.
I love it. You got a team behind you. I love it. I love it when, like, I hear people when they talk that they got a whole team behind it. That makes a huge difference, you know. And I usually listen to, you know, the last shot, and then you kind of can tell, you know, when yeah, you can tell a lot by the shout out in the team. So that's a good look. That's a good sign. All right,
Yeah.
man. So what we're gonna expect next after you? It's like, so you pushing this, or you gonna come out everything or all energy and go for the money right now?
So right now, all energy go for the money, but right after that, August, you'll be receiving the EP from me. EP is gonna be coming out, Salon Bobo. Definitely look out for that one. It's gonna be monster. It's a monster. We're damn near done. We just, you know, COVID been slowing things down a little bit, but it ain't gonna stop.
Right, but you was slowing down, man. That's what I'm talking about.
I love, you know what, the crazy part, man. Again, we gotta what's that word I'm looking for? Adapt. You gotta adapt.
You gotta adapt. It's all we got. Adapt and evolve, man. Adapt and evolve. Hey, Zeno, we hit the 30-minute mark. I want to make sure I can chop into 15 minutes. I can upload both. All right.
All
You
right.
know, we finish up. Cherry on to the top. Let me hear it. Cherry on to the top.
Cherry on to the top. Check me out, ZenoSalone. Follow me. You know, add me on Spotify.
ZenoSalone. Add him on Spotify. Apple Music, the whole nine. Go for the money. ZenoSalone. Be out, brother.
Go for the money.
Appreciate it, bro.